There. Are you seen? You in the light? You in the light, babe? What's good, y'all?
Hello.
We are recording this on a beautiful cloudy day in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah, it looks like the sun just came out a little bit, though.
Yeah. After it was like raining for like 2 hours. But we came out here to talk to you about dieting. Mainly like fad diets. So there's a lot of trends going around, a lot of like different things that people want to do as far as like being more body conscious. So that would be like fasting, that would be dieting, like keto diet. There's the paleo diet, carnivore diet, vegetarian, vegan. There's so many different diets, different lifestyles that people gravitate towards to achieve a certain goal or to appeal to a certain ideal. So that would be like for vegetarians or vegans. They don't want to harm animals. That's more on the philosophical side. You don't want to harm animals. The physical side, you feel better when you're not eating a whole bunch of like meat. It clogs your system. You're ingesting the stress and the hormones and the all different types of things from the meat that you eat. I would say the lifestyle that we do is more so along the lines of we've done a gluten-free challenge, and that transfer over into our everyday lives now after we did that 30-day challenge, because we felt the difference between eating bread all the time. We was eating French toast, sandwiches, bread, pizza all the time. And then once we cut that out, we realized how much of a difference we felt after that. We feel way lighter, way more energetic. We don't feel like the sluggish aftermath of ingesting a lot of gluten, which is like wheat. So we switched over to more so like corn, other substitutes for gluten.
One of the things I didn't get to talk about on the gluten-free podcast or video that we did was sugar. Because during the gluten-free challenge, it wasn't just gluten-free, it was also no sugar. And to elaborate, like, there was no artificial sugar. Because I think I saw like a post somewhere and people were like, I don't eat fruit because of all the sugar. I'm like, I think I saw somewhere on Instagram.
The lies they tell.
And that's the sugar that you actually need. But we're talking about artificial sugars. And it's not just in like candy, it's in everything that we drink too. We didn't drink anything that had like actual artificial sugars in it. So there was no sodas, there was no like Slurpees, there was no like sweet, sugary drinks.
We didn't even do chocolate for real.
Yeah, I mean, like we found a gluten-free and dairy-free chocolate bar, but what considers like, you know, chocolate to be healthy is if it's dark chocolate and it's 70%. That's actually something that's nutritious for the body. When you remove something from your system, you have to replace it with something else, or else your body will get into a shock in a very negative way. So we were replacing it with other alternatives that actually made our body feel even better, and we still had the same taste that we would get from like a Snickers bar.
Going into like more so these diets and things like that, I don't think people understand their own bodies. First of all, like I think the first thing you should do is at least consult a doctor or consult a nutritionist to be able to see what diet is best for you, for your lifestyle. For our lifestyle, we require more calories because we burn more as dancers. Someone who doesn't have an active lifestyle as much would probably require less calories because you have to burn a certain amount of calories each day to meet that requirement for your own body's standards.
There was this one period when I was on tracking calories app, and they said you would at least need like 1,200 just that's the lowest amount that you should get. But like the standard calories that any person should get is at least 2,000 to 4,000. Now we're not people that track calories. We're not people that really like examine calories like that. No. But in a sense of like we are aware that it's not the amount of calories, it's what the calories are. It's like what you're eating, what you're digesting,
instead
what you're
of eating
drinking.
Empty calories, you're eating more nutritious foods.
Yeah. And honestly, the more nutritious foods might even be a lot of calories, but they fill your body up 10 times better, and you have more of a positive effect.
You're able to digest it as well.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times with the sugar and everything, it's like when you eat a lot of it in large quantities, it's like glue to your body. It makes you constipated. You won't be able to expel it because your body can't process it. It's having a hard time processing those things.
Yeah, I love gluten-free pasta. I still haven't had any regular pasta. I haven't done it, and it's not because I don't want to, but it is also because I don't want to. You know, like, I'm sure eventually, like, if there's an occasion or something, like, if I eat gluten, it's because, like, there's no other option. Like, sometimes we'll have rehearsal and I'm hungry and there's a vending machine and they have, like, a granola bar and it has wheat in it. I'm not going to, like, deprive myself of that. I'm not going to just let myself starve because I'm hungry. I need to eat, you know. So in that moment, I'll eat that. But I'm very aware and mindful of what I'm ingesting now. And one last thing on the sugar, there's a lot of people that are going around with like ADHD. I'm one of them. And, you know, not to judge anyone who's on medication, because I used to be on medication, but I've been almost 2 years off of medication. But this gluten-free and no sugar challenge really exposed that sugar is probably the highest reason that ADHD, I'm going to air quote it, because a lot of people are diagnosing people with ADHD or diagnosing kids. They're just on sugar. Like, literally, when I eat sugar and then I stopped eating sugar, I wasn't jittery. I didn't have any shakes. I wasn't, like, all over the place. I didn't feel clouded in my mind. Like, seriously, it's literally in what we're eating and drinking.
Yeah.
Big on drinking, because a lot of people will change their diet with, like, foods, but they're still drinking the same things.
Yeah, diet soda is still not good for you. With that, like with kids with ADHD, like we're feeding kids cereal, all these dyes and foods that are super processed that's affecting your brain and your brain chemistry. You know, first thing in the morning.
but I get it, because it's like cereal. How much is a box of cereal? It's
probably like $5.
Yeah, I mean, like, so, and it's fairly big, you know, like, and I do understand that a lot of people also claim that it's hard to be healthy because of money. There was a period when I was vegan, and like there was like vegan sausage that was like $6, but the package was like this big, like 4 items in there, opposed to like getting a whole quantity like this, but it's like, it's not vegan. So it's like, I understand the choices that we make because of finances.
You have to get creative, especially like the more packaged stuff that comes like with being vegan and stuff like that. The packaged foods are more expensive because they have to make sure they're whole ingredients, they're real ingredients. But all this cheap stuff, they're putting cheap ingredients. They're putting more processed things that they could stretch for longer to make more of what they're making. Like the options that we have now versus like years ago is like, it's a big difference, because now you can find more alternatives because people are adjusting based off of their own dietary restrictions too, because a lot of people are gluten intolerant, but you know, they want to enjoy a bowl of pasta. I think that now is the best time to make that change for your body. Finding fruits and vegetables that you actually like, you know, that helps as well. Because me, I love a nice watermelon, you know. I love cantaloupe. I love like the fleshy, more watery fruits.
They're also more hydrating. Like, I'll eat a whole bowl of watermelon, and I promise you, ask me how much water I drink. If I've eaten a whole bowl of watermelon, I'm pretty sure I've only had like 12 ounces of water. And the fruits are probably more hydrating than just water itself, because they also have minerals and electrolytes inside of them. But like, the reason why we're talking about like trendy diets is because like, I feel like there's these 30 day lose weight in 30 days, or do this in 12 days, or in 6 weeks, or stuff like that. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, and I understand that people are trying to help people reach a goal. But what we're saying is, as a person that's experienced it physically, like I went through that as a dancer and as a female dancer, I can't speak for men, but I can speak for women. They're looking for women that are smaller. It's just the truth. But now we're in a time and in an industry where there's so many more opportunities for body plus women, and for people to feel good about themselves. And I think that's a beautiful thing, that we're opening up and broadening that mainstream. But the field that I'm in, there's still very much to the style of looking a little bit smaller, a little bit leaner. And I have to be aware that this is what I'm striving for. So I can't change the rules. I have to be a part of what I want to be in. And so these diets, they're damaging us more than they're helping us, because you'll probably lose the weight. If you stop eating no bread, no pasta, no sweets, and you don't replenish it, you don't replace it, you'll lose the weight. You'll drop it like that, 10 pounds in 2 weeks. I promise it'll work because I did it. But then you can't maintain it. You're sick. You have headaches. You feel lightheaded. And you have more problems, and then your body's hungry, and so you eat and your body's like, oh yeah, I want more of this, and then you start binge eating, and then you end up heavier than you were before you even did the diet. I had pizza again last night, and I noticed that my body sometimes it gets a little funny. Like those are things that I pay attention to now that I've been gluten free, and now I'm, like every once in a while I'll give myself a little sweet treat. We only have one gluten meal a day, and I do notice a small little shift, so I have to make sure I still take care of myself, so
Yeah. But you don't have to starve yourself either.
Please don't.
In order to lose weight. Granted, yes, you do have to be either in a caloric deficit, or you have to burn more calories than you ingest. Now, what that looks like for you is up to you. Now, there's different ways of exercising. There's different kinds of things. Can you tell them like one of the things that you did that you like to do in order to get your body right?
One of the things I like to do? For starters, the starvation thing actually doesn't work. It does more damaging, like he was saying. You actually really do need like 3 meals a day. Some people that have who are just as active as us probably eat more than 3 meals a day. They eat 3 meals and then they have snacks in between. But they stay so lean because their body is burning off all those calories, So one of the things that I like to do is like I've been enjoying the challenges that we've been creating. And ever since the very first challenge that we did together, the 30 for 30, either it's at least 1 mile of hiking, running, or walking. And it changed my life because I was like, for my body type, I'm a little slower in my metabolism. So I'm required to be a little bit more active outside of just dance. Like for me, I can't just dance and my body look the way that I want it to. I require just a little bit more effort, where he has a high fast metabolism, and what he might need for him might be a little bit different, So I guess one of the things, I just stay really cautious, and if we aren't doing a fitness challenge, when we're doing another challenge, I try to at least work out at least 4 days out the week. I don't do any less than 4 days because I notice a difference in my body when I do. And then I make sure that I eat full meals, drink a lot of electrolytes, I stay really cautious of myself now, It's okay. I guess it's okay, for people who have fast metabolisms, in the sense of just eating whatever, but eventually that will catch up to you because your body will grow out of that. Just saying, What about you? What do you do?
The things that I do to help, yes, I do have a fast metabolism, but my body does react when I eat things that aren't healthy, more processed things. I feel more dehydrated when I don't have those hydrating foods like fruits and vegetables. I could tell the difference. My eyes feel more dry. Like my skin is like, I feel like I have more dandruff like when I eat more processed foods. Also my stomach, I have more constipation when I eat more processed foods. But when I switched to eating more salad, more whole raw foods like fruits and vegetables, my bowel movements were more regular. My skin cleared up. Everybody's like, whoa, like you're glowing. But yeah, because I'm getting those nutrients that my body needs and my skin is repairing itself. Eating more fruits and vegetables, I was able to make that switch in my life to be able to change how my outside looks. Now, you don't have to do that drastically, like make a drastic change like we did. You could be more progressional, more progressing. Incremental progressions. So like you can start with like whatever you have in the house right now. You don't have to throw it away. Just eat less, showing more conscious effort. So eating less junk food throughout the day. So let's say if you drink like a 6-pack of soda in a day, try drinking maybe like half of that and gradually go down to 1. And then once you get to that last one, get rid of it. And then end up replacing it with either, there's like juices you could buy, like, fresh pressed juices. You could buy smoothies like Jamba Juice, Tropical Smoothie, Smoothie King. There's other ways for your body to get that same type of like sugar, fulfilling sugar feeling.
I would even suggest maybe even trying to make your own smoothie.
Yeah.
Because as good as Jamba and tropical smoothies are, we're big fans, we go very often, they still have a lot of sugar, artificial sugar that they put in. So if you get one from there, ask for, I forgot, what do they call their sugar? It starts with the T. I forgot. I can't think of it right now. But just ask for like replacing the sugar with honey. Honey is a beautiful sweetener.
Even when you go to Starbucks, ask for honey instead
ask for honey instead of like
sweetener.
the sugar if you want to go in there. I promise you, your body will change so drastically. Also, like what you eat, what's within the day kind of affects it too. You know, like eating like heavy carbs at night before bed isn't necessarily a good thing. You know, make sure you don't eat too late before you go to sleep. Your body needs time to digest it. You know, sometimes if we have to get up in the morning, we'll eat like very light dinner, you know, like maybe a salad or some fruit or just something really small so that our body can process it quickly and so that we can get some good sleep and get up early, you know. But just take care of yourselves, guys. You
Please.
know, I hope that this helps. I really, really do. You know, we want everyone to feel and have the body that we want to be in, and I know what it feels like to be uncomfortable in your body and to do everything that everything that you can and you don't see results, you know. And that's why he suggested like maybe going to a nutritionist, because maybe they'll tell you something that you might specifically need, you know.
Yeah, for your body specifically. Yeah,
because everybody's body is different.
I have one more thing before we close. Even things like drinking and smoking affect your body as well. Like if you drink every day, even if it's not like you're binge drinking or like getting drunk every night, like when you do have those benders where you go out for a weekend, you get shit faced, you know, that affects your body. That's why your hangover be lasting like a week, because your body's not meant to handle that. Like alcohol is poison. I'm not totally against alcohol. I want us to be more conscious of what we put into our body, but I think that making those changes would also help with your body absorbing nutrients, not having ulcers, because a lot of times alcohol can also affect our liver. It won't be able to process and filter out the things that we need to survive. Now smoking, it affects your lungs. We all know that. Like even if you're partaking in the herbal, if you know what I mean, it still has an effect on you. Whether it be your outward smell, because I be like, even people that, you know, that use papers, I still smell it on them, you know.
Yeah.
And for me, I really don't like the smell or the taste.
I don't mind the smell. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I've been so used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but
Yeah.
you definitely smell it when you smell it. It's like, woo, there it is.
Exactly. So I'd rather have my own natural smell, or like smell like cologne, or like, you know, smell like I just got out the shower. Like I'd rather smell like that than, you know. But there's nothing against, like I'm not totally against either of those two things. It's just I think that we should be more mindful of what we're doing to ourselves when we're either trying to make ourselves feel better, numb pain,
coping mechanisms,
coping with different things, whether it be life or like the things you've been through in life. It's gonna affect you in the long term. So please be careful and be more aware of what you're doing.
There's nothing even wrong with being against all that stuff. It really isn't. I mean, and we're not saying that we are, like he just said, but it's nothing wrong with wanting to not indulge, you know.
There's nothing wrong with
There's
that.
nothing wrong with that. It's okay.
I mean, I got friends that be like, you sure? I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. You know?
I mean, we're party people on occasions. You know, we have our moments where we like to be outside, and we'll have a drink. During our gluten-free, no sweets challenge, we just had, you know, when we indulged, it was make sure it would have less sugar in it, or like no sugar at all.
We're not saying you got to be a monk or be a nun,
we're
or
just
whatever.
saying be aware. You know, we only have one body, you know.
Exactly. And please take care of it.
Please, you know, less, you know, we won't have any diseases. You won't get as sick. You're not, you know, your body has the everything it needs to fight if you do get sick, you know, like you might be down just a couple days opposed to like 3 whole weeks, you know, like
So it's the things that you're doing on a daily basis that's making your body weaker
Yeah.
and not able to fight off these new strains that drop every 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your body, exercise, eat right, stay hydrated.
Yeah, please join our Health is Wealth. We
Yep.
just have a brand new fitness challenge, and one of the things that I love about the challenges that we create regarding fitness is that the exercises don't take at least more than 30 minutes. I
No,
mean,
they
like
don't.
a lot of people don't like to go to the gym. We just went to the thrift store, and this woman was like, "Oh my God, how'd you get your body like that?" I'm like, she's like, "I don't like to work out." I said, "Just take a walk.
Yeah,
Take a walk.
literally
15-minute walk.
Yeah, 10, 15
15-minute
minutes.
walk. I promise you, your whole day will be different. How you handle your anger, your sadness, your emotions, your emotional regulation system will be a lot more heightened, and you'll be a lot more aware of yourself.
Just 15 minutes.
Just 15
One
minutes.
time a
Just
day.
One time a day. But our Health is Well Fitness Challenge, we do the most active fitness exercises, but in such a condensed time. And it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I love them.
So please join.
Yeah.
Follow healthiswealth.lifestyle on Instagram. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment something that you think. Comment something that you think you would want to either get rid of, some diet that you want to try. Also, share with us like either whether you're just getting started on your health journey or because you're either starting your health journey or you want to get into a health journey. Let us know and we'll give you some tips. We'll give you some advice. But please reach out because we're here to help.
Yeah.
That's all we're here to do.
You know, and also, like, we love your feedback on how you feel about, you know, the information that we're giving, and we can be even more nitpicky, you know, give even a little bit more statistics so we can help you guys out. You know, it's
because we're learning the same time you're learning.
Yeah. I mean, we're learning as we're experiencing it.
Exactly.
So, you know.
So we're here to share our experiences with you to help you enrich and edify your life so you can make the change.
Yeah.
It starts within. You can't expect somebody else to save you.
Yep. So you only you can
All
only
right,
save
guys.
yourself.
At least save yourself. That's the least you can do.
At least you can do.
So,
All
yeah.
right.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth.
Bye.